Hey guys, welcome to this lesson on hanging man. So let's get started. What is a hanging man pattern? Basically, it is a pattern that looks like this. The color isn't really that important. It can be red, it can be green. The more important thing is the context of where this pattern is from. Hanging man is basically a pattern with a small body on top with no wick. It can have a small upper wick but not too long, okay? It has a small body on top and then it has a long lower wick, okay? So what does this mean? When you see this at the end of a bullish market, at the end of a bullish trend, it means that price would potentially continue to go down. Now I know this contradicts to what the pattern is telling you, because at the end of the session, buyers came all the way in and pushed the price back up here, right? So in a sense, buyers could have been dominating. But then the fact that there were so many sellers pushing the price all the way down here, it means that sellers are also present. So there's also selling implication. So please don't confuse this with the hammer pattern, even though it looks the same. Hanging man is just a different name that people give it because it is found at the end of a bullish trend. Whereas hammer pattern is the same exact pattern, it looks the same, but the only difference is that it is found at the end of a downtrend. So one is uptrend, one is downtrend, okay? But basically the shape, everything is the same, okay? So hanging man, the color doesn't matter. You want a small body and a long wick. And if you compare this with hammer, which is the one found in the downtrend, it is actually weaker than the hammer. Because if you were to ask me, is this more of a bullish candlestick pattern or is this more of a bearish candlestick pattern? I would say it is still bullish because buyers still won at the end, okay? So which one is stronger? If I'm to show you these two patterns, which one is stronger? It will be the second one. This one, okay? Why? Because the lower wick is longer. So the wider the candlestick pattern is, the more dramatic the change in momentum. So hence the stronger the bearish signal in this case. So can you spot where the hanging man is? You can find it over here. Can you see this? Over here. And this hanging man is formed at a resistance zone. Can you see that? And the thing about hanging man is that you need confirmation, okay? You need to see whether it is formed at a critical level, just like any other candlestick pattern. Also, you need to see what is the next candlestick telling you. Preferably, when it forms at the end of an uptrend, you want a big bearish candle, okay? So a big bearish candle that forms after hanging man is a confirmation that you should go in. So when a big bearish candle is formed, then you can enter right after the candle is completed. So in this case, once the hanging man is formed, the next candle kind of shows you a little bit of bearish signal going on, and the price subsequently go down from there. And just like with any other pattern, there are false signals. How do you spot a false signal? First thing first, look at where the hanging man is formed. So you can see one over here, which is more ideal than this one, because the lower wick is not that long, but it's still considered hanging man. And also you can see a couple ones here which are not too obvious over here. Okay, now the thing is, hanging man formed over here, you would expect the price to continue to go down, right? Now this is a false signal. Why is that? Because remember, again, look at what the next candle is telling you. If it is a bullish candle that is formed after a hanging man, then it is a false signal. So you can see over here, bullish candle formed after hanging man, this is a false signal. When it is not formed at a critical level, then it is just a random signal, okay? So can you spot where the hanging man pattern is again? Now another thing I want to point out about hanging man is that it is better used in a trending market, okay? Because if you use in a ranging market just like this, it wouldn't work out that well, okay? Just make sure to take note of that. And also volatile markets, you also don't want to use it. You want to use it in a trending market. Just like any other candlestick patterns, it is better to be used in a trending market. Okay, another example. Can you spot where the hanging man is? So you can see one over here. Okay, now this one would be a little bit more subjective because this is formed right before the market closes. So that's why you see a gap over here, a gap downwards. So when you see this kind of pattern that is formed before market closes, try not to get in. And you can see one over here, there's a fall signal because the next candle that forms is a bullish candle. You can see one more over here. Okay, the next candle that formed is more of an indecisive candle. So the next candle after this indecisive candle is a bearish candle. So this is another clue that tells you that the price is going to continue to go down. Okay, another example over here. Can you spot where the pattern is? Now there are a couple of patterns that are more ideal than the others. For example, you can see one over here testing the resistance zone. Okay, and you can also see one over here inside the resistance zone, and one more over here also testing the resistance zone. So you can see that sometimes when hammer is formed at the end of an uptrend, it tends to make either a reversal or a complete end in the trend, just like this one. So the thing about hanging man is that it wouldn't tell you whether right now is it going to be a correction or is it going to be the end of the trend. So that's why you need a lot more confirmation. So how do you know whether it's the end of the trend? This will be covered in the next few videos, so you don't need to worry about that. And over here you see another one. This is a false signal because the next candle that comes out is a bullish candle. Okay, so very important, learn how to spot false signals as well. And the probability will be increased when the CCI went from overbought back to the neutral level. Okay, so if you want more confirmation, you can add your momentum indicator into your analysis. Right, so one of the ways that you can add to your confirmation as to when the bullish trend is going to end is look at what happened before. So this pattern over here, of course I would prefer the body to be a little bit smaller, but before the pattern you can see a big bullish candle. Okay, and the big bullish candle would cause traders to start to take profit. Okay, because when there's a big push in price upwards, this would cause price to be overextended, and at the same time you also see that CCI is overbought and it went back to a neutral level, and hence please be prepared to take profits when you see this. So with that, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.